Are we good? Testing 1, 2. Are we good, Mariah?
Mic check, Zane.
Oh, we good. Okay.
Zane.
That's disgusting.
Apologize.
Good morning on this fine Monday. Hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful year.
You know, kids are riding in the car right now with their parents like, oh, so let me hear this Zane and Heath podcast you guys are listening to all the time.
or people just have headphones in. You farted in their ears right now.
I know, that probably sounded really just aggressive in their ear.
Disgusting.
He's barking at people. Bitch, disgusting. Oh my God. Welcome back. This feels good. I'm so excited right now.
Me too, man. Me too. We haven't done this in a long time.
It's been about 2 weeks.
You already know, new year, new tea.
Uh-huh.
We got a whole lot of bullshit ass motherfucking crazy shit for you.
We got a lot to update you on.
I know. We do.
Hope you guys had a great time, and let's roll this intro, baby. Let's hop right into it.
All right. It's coffee time, baby.
I'm ready to
yeah. There's no coffee in there.
Yeah, we need to fill these up.
We need to fill these up. All right. Woo, babe. Oh, Jinx, you owe me, huh?
Coffee.
Whoa. Okay.
All right.
Wait,
Mariah kind of just threw that one out there.
We haven't said that
Without
at the beginning
discussing
yet.
with the team first if she was allowed to say the coffee name or not.
All right, we'll edit it out.
That's our first bleep of the season. Congrats, Mariah.
Thank you.
That's you.
Okay, let's talk about New Year's Eve real quick.
Okay, I'm going to sit like this now because he told me I should sit towards him when we do the podcast.
It's not like sitting towards
Face
him. You
head.
just need to acknowledge him.
I do acknowledge him. It's hard, you know.
It's
This
the
is
couch
work,
vibe.
but
Right.
like it doesn't feel like work. It feels more like fun.
It's a big group hangout, and it feels really nice.
Exactly.
No, I get it. And you want to open up. You want to be boisterous. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get started. Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. I'm your host, Zane.
And I'm your other host, Heath Hussar.
Thank
Sorry,
you
I
very
threw my
much.
last name. I didn't mean to. You get a last name too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Exactly. Before we get started, our merch is 15% off, baby. Get your merch wallets out.
For those of you guys watching right now, we do have it hanging up behind us. We have the hoodies, and we have the phone cases, the coffee mugs. Zane's wearing the t-shirt.
Yep,
and,
right here. Looks nice.
It's got the logo right on the back. Get those at fanjoy.co/Zane and Heath.
Thank you. Yeah, and Mariah like kind of set up and like, did you work in retail or something? You did this?
She got an eye for it.
Stop,
She like hung it by a thread, so it looks like our clothes are floating.
It really does look like they're floating. You just went like Wingardium Leviosa on that. And just guess what? My brother, he ordered a Zane and Heath Unfiltered coffee mug, and it got stolen off his front porch. Off his front porch.
Really?
Someone stole the package. So there's some thief out there getting home.
Super pissed off, like, what the fuck?
It's this
Zane
mug.
and Heath Unfiltered. I know he didn't get the mug, so I have to send him one.
He looks us up. He's like, all right.
Right. I hope it turns around and like he actually researched like what the hell is this, and he actually likes it.
But he knows
Joke's
those
on you.
coffee beans are a family, so he feels really bad. He returns the mug after.
Yes.
My dad got an unfiltered shirt for Christmas.
Aw, we love a stand.
I found out old friends of mine ordered our merch too, which is really,
Thank
which is
you.
It's always weird seeing like our friends or like people that we know order our stuff.
Yeah,
really
it's-
weird. Because every time they say that, I'm like, you should have just told me. We would have given you like free stuff. But they just
But no, like
want
they
to
like
support.
this. Yeah, that's the same. Like my parents always buy this stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's great, awesome, thank you. But like, they're like, no, we just want to support. Like it's fun.
Oh, that's cute.
But let's talk real quick about New Year's. How was your night? If you remember, because I don't. I was hoping you could fill me in.
We all got crazy. Normally we would like just go out of the town and just party hop,
Right.
but we just stayed at David's the whole night and just like we had our own little thing there. Which was a lot of fun.
I remember having a really good time, but we just weren't eating, and there was food and like chicken and steak out that had been sitting for like 8 hours, and I just remember snacking on that, just being like, This is definitely in the danger zone. I should not be eating this right now.
They ordered that like in the morning. And
Oh, yeah, I
I,
heard
was like,
you
Natalie, did you guys have a meeting? Is this food from earlier today? She's like, oh no, that's for the party. I was like, oh, it's just like kind of sitting out.
Didn't have like a heater
up.
underneath. We were getting fucked up and like stomach ache
Yeah.
from like old food.
Oh, I was like feeling weird that day, so I was hydrating myself to the max. I drank like 4 of those like liquid IV water bottles just because instead of like drinking alcohol, I was like, let me just drink some water, start the New Year's right, you know?
All right.
Just stay hydrated. I was able to like drink, and then the next day I felt great because of how much
Very good.
of that powder stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's
yeah,
like,
liquid IV.
Pedialyte.
It's like a Pedialyte type thing. It's just like, I don't know, like one bottle of water, it turns into like 3 bottles of water. And it has like glucose in it and everything. They actually sent them to me and I gave them to Zane and they're really good.
They made me feel good though. Like I felt really just
well, yeah, it seems like it made you feel invincible. Didn't you guys like break all of like David's like lamps and everything?
Okay, first of all, we got to talk about that real quick.
Oh yeah, address that.
It does look bad. Like because I saw videos, people like posted the videos. I don't think David wanted anybody to post that yet because he wanted to keep that for his vlog.
Right.
But it did seem fucking crazy. We look like we're just trashing his house.
But that's what we do.
On our own.
That's the bit for every time that we drink and party together.
And I don't think people even realize it, but we are in the same exact position and spots as the first time we broke it. So because David hates those lights anyway, so he did want those lights broken.
He actually he wanted to break them the day before for another bit, and he was like, no, save it. We'll do it for New Year's.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, cool.
So
it was already planned. We were gonna smash these bulbs.
Yeah.
Like, it's a reoccurring thing, and they're expensive. It's a chandelier like light fixture, but like that's the bit.
Yeah, it's like remember the Christmas bit where they completely trashed Dirty Dom's apartment?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's for you're trying to destroy things, but it's like for the video.
Like when we did the Cash Me Outside. When we
that was so much fun.
Slamming glass everywhere.
It's fun breaking things when like you are allowed to.
But how do you guys like not get like scared or nervous like knocking down and shattering all that glass? I would be immediately just like
I think your adrenaline's going. So
I got scared because when Zane did it, he took the bulb and just threw it, and I remember glass coming I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was my bad. I completely apologize for that because I didn't mean to I was trying to make it look crazy for the camera, so I kind of just swung it really quick, and when it broke I was like, oh fuck, like shards of glass. It was like a movie, just whoa. And everybody there,
was crazy.
Half the people there didn't expect it, so when it happened they were just like, these guys are fucking crazy.
Okay,
like people that weren't.
In our defense, David did say, "This is not a party. It's only us." And then everybody showed up.
It turned into a party.
Yeah. I think David just says that just so it doesn't get too crazy. Like, remember when I said, I'm having a birthday party at my house.
800 people showed up.
So if he set those like kind of those limits in the beginning, people kind of like respect that.
Didn't like Phineas and Claudia came, or Mike told me, and he said like, yeah, they came over, and then the next thing you know, just like y'all were shattering glass like all over, and Mike was like, oh my god.
There were certain people there where I like really thought about the next time, like, oh my god, they probably think we're like absolutely nuts.
Assholes.
Like they think we're just like breaking shit just for fun. It's like,
it's obviously we're respectful and we respect
David's
really fun, property and his house and.
And I actually have a shard of glass in my hand. And
you were leaking.
Zane, that's not good. You need.
Is it bad that I feel a little? I feel it less and less every day.
Because it's probably going deeper and deeper.
Well, that's good. Exactly.
It will push itself out when it's ready.
It will push it out of my ass.
Out of my asshole. He committed to the bit.
Yes, I did.
Do you remember surfing the glass waves?
Yes.
that was really
not
funny.
part of the bit.
So you took David's Teen Choice Award, like the surfboard, and then you surfed the glass.
It wasn't really funny. Like I remember everybody
funny.
was dying laughing because it was just a funny vision of just because what was only filmed was the board already on the table, but like the image of the board on the table and me running just of just me just sliding on the board.
So bad.
It was really funny, and David laughed too. Like he
was mad that he missed it. He was like, "I'm not here yet."
Yeah, he was mad. When it comes to destruction and people dying and shit, David's just pissed that he missed it. Like on the camera.
Did it mess up the pool table at all?
No, not at all. It was all just tiny. Like the glass isn't like thick, chunky glass. It was very thin. So like we just got it vacuumed up.
Yeah.
Taylor just hit it real quick, and it was.
How we say David gets away with just everything that he does. Like he always gets the perfect situation.
Right.
David's shit is never ruined also when he does crazy experiments or does something crazy in his house. It looks like brand new.
Yeah.
Like the next day we went over, it was spotless. We were like, there was a party here? Like it's crazy.
Did you see the shit that Erin was getting on Twitter because the video of me and her posing that you took and Taylor mopping that we staged?
Oh, fuck.
People are like, poor Taylor, she's just trying to do her job and all this stuff. Do you see the look Erin gave her? I was like, we staged that like 3 times. Like people like.
There was a point where Heath broke that shelf thing, which was leaning already, and I told David like 3 times, hey, be pissed. So, like be pissed for the camera. So he was pissed and we were like, yo, David's getting pissed. Like, baby David's not getting pissed. Since when's the last time David got pissed about anything that's
Yeah.
happened?
I remember,
not
like,
get
the
mad.
reason, like, I know David doesn't get pissed. Like, remember when I spray painted his car, like, fake spray paint?
Yeah.
And he was
I
pissed
felt-
that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
He was pissed that it, like, wiped off.
Yeah.
He was, like, more excited that his car got defaced and
Like
fucked up.
David wants something bad to happen in his house just so he can record it. It's such a sick.
It's a sick world we live in. Some sick
world we
people.
live in. Something special happened, or not something special, but something crazy. I thought my grandma was dead. So
Something
she
special.
sleeps. She sleeps all the time with her like eyes open, but like this time it was like really open. It was just like, and I was just like, Grandma, and just no answer. And Madison's like, oh my God, is Grandma sleeping? And we just kept on calling her name.
Hey, you pulled out your phone.
I was going through TikTok and I came across that video and I was like, oh my God, this is really funny. Holy shit, this is really funny. And then I heard your voice keep saying it and I was like, that kind of sounds like Zane. And then like I was like, wow, that really sounds. And then I looked down and I saw Zane. Like I was like, oh my God, I can't. Like that was so fucking funny.
How old is she?
She is like 75.
She's so young.
She looks just like your mom too.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
you guys look alike too.
No, me and my grandma do look alike. There's certain faces that she makes that I catch myself. Like I'll see pictures of me like in the moment, and it looks like my grandma. So I know Oh man!
Hold on, I got it. One
Part
of
the set fell down.
the
Yeah, one of our
drapes
curtains
for
fell
the
down.
outside.
I think it's
just
all right.
fell.
It
It's
doesn't
all right.
matter.
But maybe our light might have changed. So if you know,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's cool.
Y'all look good.
it's gonna keep falling, I think. But who knows? That's really funny.
Did anything else happen during Christmas?
No, just very regular. Like again, we don't do anything big for Christmas.
Same.
This
This
year was
was-
actually the most chillest. Like it was just like
Same.
nothing. Yeah. It's,
It was just me, my parents, and then my brother and his fiance.
yeah. We actually celebrated it the 24th in the morning instead of the 25th. So the
Really?
25th was just I went to my
Oh.
dad's house and it was just like a normal day for me.
Yeah,
Like we
it
just
didn't
nothing.
feel like Christmas this year. Like, yeah, we had the family, like, but it just, I don't know, it was quiet. But it was kind of nice though. We just kind of stayed at home and enjoyed family time.
But we'll get back into the Christmas spirit once we have kids.
There is something I need to get off my chest real quick, guys.
Well, what is it, honey?
What is Honey? Honey is a free online site that allows you to save money instantly by applying the best promo codes all across the internet when you're checking out and making a purchase.
And Honey, it's found has over 18 million members and has saved over $2 billion.
$2 billion it saved people.
Do you know how much is $2 billion is?
How much is $2 billion, baby?
That's like $1 billion.
Baby, and if that doesn't make sense,
You know how much $2 billion is?
that's a lot. How much,
2,000 millions.
is that right?
That's a lot of
That's a
millions.
lot of millions.
That's a lot of millions.
Guys, it literally installs within seconds, and it's so simple that there's no reason to not have it because it's just going to save you money.
And it has over 30,000 stores connected to it. It had like Sephora, Target, Best Buy, you name it. And they're adding stores every single day.
I actually used it when I was Christmas shopping. I was shopping online at Best Buy, and I saved almost like $50 just by literally clicking checkout, and it applies the code, and then right there.
That's crazy. I also use that at Best Buy too because I got my whole family AirPod Pros.
Baby.
So it saved me a lot of money.
Using Honey feels pretty great. Think of it as a little daily victory.
Exactly. And it's easy to use and installs in just a few seconds.
So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/unfiltered.
Again, that's joinhoney.com/unfiltered. Honey, I saved all our money.
Oh my God. It's pretty good.
It looked like someone got a good Christmas present.
Yeah.
Who got a good Christmas?
Who?
Oh,
She's
What?
like, who?
What?
Mariah,
It went
show
in the
off your
driveway
car.
right
Bring
now.
it through. Bring it in here. Beep, beep, beep.
Bring it here.
She's like climbing it up the back of my house, just like off-roading.
Heath was showing me pictures of the Jeep, and he was like, "Hey, should I get it?" I was like, "Heath, don't get it. You have 4 fucking cars already."
Yeah.
And I didn't realize who he was getting it for, and then he was like, "Mariah." I was like, "Oh, yes, get it then." I thought he was getting it for himself.
So that means we still have 4 cars.
It looks like a family of like 5.
It's crazy. So for the people listening right now that might not have seen the video, I surprised Mariah with a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon for Christmas.
4-door, baby.
And it's been her dream car. She looks at these all the time. She just gets super excited when she sees it. And I was like, damn, one day
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
It's beautiful, and the color. It's my favorite color. I love dark gunmetal
Yeah.
gray. It's like my
we
my favorite color in a car.
actually saw that exact one the morning before I got it. And she was like looking at it. She's like, holy shit, that one's gorgeous. Look at that, Heath. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's really nice.
Oh, Mariah knew what she was doing.
She planting seeds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I really like that one.
So right after that, I was like, I got to go Christmas shopping. And then I ran straight to the Jeep dealership. And I went and got the exact one that she wanted. And just the whole surprise setting it up was so scary. It was terrifying because
Oh no, I watched the video and it looks like I could feel your nervousness as you're giving her the gifts.
Dude, the night before I bought 2 dirt bikes that I had to surprise with too. So it was
What? You have dirt bikes?
Yes.
You didn't see it?
No.
You watched the
I'm the
video?
worst. I don't
Okay,
watch
so-
I mean, the dirt bikes kind of went right over my head when I saw the Jeep.
Wait,
I was like, oh,
there's-
fuck the
Okay,
dirt
wait,
bikes.
wait. So
You got dirt bikes in the garage?
So
So check this out.
explain
So-
to Matt how you subscribed. Surprised me with
So the night before, I bought the 2 dirt bikes, and she was out Christmas shopping. So I had to unload 2 dirt bikes out of the back of my truck by myself, get it in the garage, and be like, hey, I threw some presents in the garage. Don't go in there. I got to wrap everything, blah, blah, blah. So I locked the garage door. And
I honestly thought it was a massage chair because he was like, I can't get into
Sitting in the driveway.
So the next day, I went to go get the Jeep, bought it, brought it home, but I left it a street over. And I was scared that she might like drive by and see it or whatever. So I had to, she was parked in the driveway. My Lambo is in the garage. And then I had to go get her car. So the morning of Christmas, we're like doing presents. I'm wrapping the presents, trying to figure out the surprise for the dirt bikes to lead into the Jeep. And then I told her, I was like, stay upstairs. I'm just going to move some stuff around and empty the garage out just so you could like walk in and see the present. Moved her car real quick, drove my car to go get the Jeep, brought it back, pulled it into the driveway, parked it and set it up, hoping she wouldn't see it through the glass. And my heart's racing that she's going to like go out and like see, or just coming downstairs, see the Jeep out front. And I was like, fuck. I was like, just please don't look. And I got her downstairs. We're doing the surprises. And the last present that I gave her was a dirt bike helmet. She's looking at it. She's just like, I'm guessing there's a second part to this. So I was like, yeah, come to the garage. And then in the garage, I had her dirt bike set up. And she was like, what the heck? Like, you got me a dirt bike?
Do you dirt bike, Mariah?
No, but like we just
No, I've never ever talked about a dirt bike.
No, when I was little, like we would have like we would play with 4-wheelers and stuff. But I just like things that go. Like I like mopeds, I like scooters, anything that goes. Like I love those types of activities.
Anything with like a motor that you could drive.
Anything you
Yeah.
go, wee.
So she liked her dirt bike or whatever, and then she's like, oh, so I have this, and then you have your motor bicycle, like talking about like the one I have hanging here. And I was like, no, I got me a dirt bike too. And then
It's like double the size of mine.
I uncovered my dirt bike. I was like, we have like camping outdoors dirt bikes to go like play with and like just go have fun. And she was super excited. So she's sitting on it, and I was like, start it up. And she was like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh, here, you need the key. So I tossed her the Jeep key.
And I don't know.
So she caught the key, and then she's like looking to like put the key into the dirt bike to start it. And she's like, I was like, oh. And then I popped the garage. I was like, you might need to move your new car first, because she was like, saw that it was.
Because I saw
way.
that it said Jeep on it. So in my head, I was like, this bike is made by Jeep? Like what happened to like Yamaha and stuff? And I was like so confused. How I still like did not think he got me a car.
Oh, so it said
Jeep on it,
It said
yeah.
Jeep, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure
nice.
out where I'm like, cool, it's made by Jeep.
And then like, da dun da da.
Yeah.
Aw.
And then
I'm
I
so
went,
happy for you.
"Yeah."
People must be listening and be like, must be nice.
Must be nice. No, I would never in a million years expect him to do something like that ever. Like
Aw.
I'm so grateful, but like that's
That's it. That's the last
Absurd.
Christmas present.
he goes no
ever.
more Christmas after this.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm super happy.
But yeah, no,
It's
I was really
perfect.
excited to do that. And I'm glad she likes her
Thank
stuff.
you.
Oh.
And
Well,
we'll
that's
ride dirt
good.
bikes. Matt, I'll show you those.
Please. No,
Yeah.
I'm actually really pumped up. I haven't.
So while we were in LA, Matt was in our hometown, Florida.
Yeah,
I
what the hell?
was. I was in Florida. I was like Panama City Beach, but Rosemary Beach more specifically.
I've never been out there,
No, yeah,
but-
I've heard like Panama. Isn't Panama like a huge party? Like
It
city?
is
like,
Panama City, but then there's like this Rosemary Beach, which is like a separate, like kind of like beach thing. It's like Miami Beach compared to Miami.
That's where like the couples go, right?
It's
Yeah.
it's in the Panhandle, right? Like where the
I think so. Yes. That's where it is.
yeah, that's
in
where all
Florida.
the spring breakers go.
So why were you there?
I was there with a girl and her family and stuff.
This is actually the girl that we talked about in our second podcast. that
Oh
we
my
brought
God,
up.
it is.
It's still
Oh, was
going
it the
strong.
second
It's-
podcast?
yeah, it was
So-
the same girl.
Okay, so this has been like 17 weeks in the works, or like how many weeks has
So
it been?
you guys
Like,
have been seeing each other for 17 podcasts.
But you guys knew each other for.
I met her like a year ago.
A year ago.
A year ago, and then I don't know. I was just like persistent.
Well, how
was,
did
like,
it
the
go?
One girl, it went really well.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta
blushing.
explain this real quick too.
Okay.
We'll get back to talking about that, but me making you cry.
Wait,
'cause this is
this is like a rewind.
Yeah.
Right before New Year's, right after Christmas break, I was in town for like 48 hours. We're hanging out at David's house. Me, Heath, Dylan, Francis. Zane, you were there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
And Heath decides to do like a little like prank on me. He makes a bet. And explain it.
And
like,
it's this little trick with the pool triangles. So if you put your arms through it and you try to flip it inside out, you bet that you could do it faster than the other person, knowing that they're gonna flip it really quick, and every time it smacks them across the nose. Just they go to flip it real quick and it just whack.
And it never not smacks you in the nose. Like especially if you do it really quick. And when he bet Matt that he couldn't do it faster, I knew Matt was gonna get hurt. But I didn't want to ruin it.
Everybody saw it coming because like it's an old school trick, like oldest trick in the book.
I've never heard it. Never heard about that trick. I was excited. I was gonna win $100.
Win me some money
because you were doing it in front of me.
Yeah.
Like
if you do it slowly, you can get it through.
and you're cautious. You know what's about to happen. You're cautious of it.
And sure enough,
he did it
I
quick.
do it, and it whacks me
right on the nose.
into my nose and like my teeth, like right there, super hard. You know when you get like whacked in the face with something, you like start
You
tearing
tear
up.
up.
When you get caught off guard, like somebody bops you in the nose.
Yes.
You got to do like one of the.
No, getting hit in the nose
Yeah.
it definitely fucking sucks. It does not feel good.
And so I'm like sitting there, like, a little teary from just like the pain, and I was in a lot of pain. And then I realized, oh my God, I'm about to go on a trip with the girl I've been dating and meeting her parents. And then I realized my nose, I think, is broken. It's swollen up.
So
like,
dramatic.
I was
swore
like,
up and down that it was broke.
that it was broken, and I was like, for sure, like this is gonna bruise, and I can't believe I'm gonna have to meet this girl's parents, and then have to explain, well, why did that happen? And then explain it was with me.
or no, you would just show the video.
Yeah.
And then I started crying.
I felt for Matt. I was thinking in my head, like, if there was a girl that I really liked and I was meeting her family for the first time, and I just did this stupid ass little fucking thing, and my nose was just gonna turn purple and be just big, I would probably freak out too.
And I felt bad. I felt really bad. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to put Matt on blast about going to meet this girl's family and doing all that stuff. So
Right.
I couldn't like say like I didn't want to put you out there like that.
So we're putting it out there on the
but
podcast.
But I'm happy we're giving context to it, because there were a lot of people in the comments of that video be like, Matt is such a baby, like for crying or whatever. But I was like,
You were more upset about the
I
situation.
was more upset about the situation, and that's why I was crying. I wasn't
Because
upset
you-
like,
because
oh
you
my
didn't-
God, my
you didn't-
nose is broken. I was just realized I was going to be so embarrassed.
Yeah, because
Right.
meeting this
right
girl.
after that you were fine, and then when it hit you that you're about to leave for the week, that's when you started crying.
Right.
But like
and even
you didn't really see that.
David was like, I know the way it's cut in the video, it looks like David's like, I think you're fine. David was tearing up in his eyes looking at me when he was like realizing that I was really upset. David was crying. You felt that, and then
I felt really, because I didn't know about like the whole family circumstance thing going on, and I was just like, oh shit. But then obviously it went well.
it
and there
went
was
well.
no
My
bruise.
nose was fine.
And are you guys a thing? Because there's got to be a final decision after meeting the family. Usually that's what's the telltale.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
Woo! Yeah!
Matt!
He loves saying that.
I do.
Everybody's
again,
booing
say it
up on the
again.
I have a
podcast.
girlfriend. I have a girlfriend.
Oh. Matt, that's really exciting.
so
and we're really
happy.
happy.
Thank you. It went really.
That's exciting.
You're
Matt.
such like having a girlfriend type. Like you just need.
Yeah.
Stop.
He starts
Because
crying.
he would say once a month, like, I just want to love somebody. I just want to be loved.
Yeah,
and now you have a
always,
girlfriend.
I know. I'm really happy. She's
And we
actually
love
she's
her.
fantastic.
She's great. I met her
Yeah, she's
once,
very
but
nice.
she's so like
she fit in
friendly.
really good with the friend group, and
Yeah.
it seemed like we had known her and met her 100 times.
Yeah.
She's very
Oh,
great.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But you know what? It's great. Love is in the air. Matt has a new boo thing.
Yup.
Y'all doing good. Y'all doing great.
We out here, we living.
Zane.
I'm on Tinder. I'm
Ooh,
still,
shit.
you know.
that's
So
all right.
hey, look, we're all gonna get there. It's 2020. You know.
Did you have a New Year's kiss or anything?
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
But I did fall asleep
The
next
kiss
to
of death.
I did. Holy shit! I did fall asleep next to Tessa Brooks.
Oh.
Me and her were just sleeping next to each other in the living room at David's house. We didn't do anything for any. We didn't do anything.
I believe it.
I woke up really early in the morning and I turned to her and she was
What?
she was sleeping. I thought she was awake because she was sleeping. So she was like this. She was like this. But she was like this. Like she was chewing gum, but she wasn't
Just
chewing.
probably grinding her teeth, or that's how it like sounded.
I don't know, but
think.
like I thought she was doing it on purpose, and I was just like, Tessa.
Yo, chill, girl.
I think she was chewing gum in her dreams. So
Oh,
So
really?
funny.
it was
All of a sudden, she was like,
it was really, really funny. I really want to do that. The app that you like turn on while you're sleeping to see if you like sleep talk in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
well, yeah,
That'd
what
be really
you were talking
interesting.
about? What
Oh,
is that?
I want to do this for the next episode, so we all have to do this. It's like a sleep recording app where it records your voice during your sleep and anytime you talk, so it can capture it when you're just talking in your sleep.
Fuck
But
that.
I want us to do it and then like all of
And
us
then
share
share.
what we.
We'll show and
All
tell.
of a sudden, none of us can post it because it's all really bad shit that we cannot put out in the world. Shit that's in our dreams.
I know that I talk and I sleepwalk so bad. Like it's
You sleepwalk?
I sleepwalk really bad.
that's really bad.
Mariah's seen me do some weird shit.
Yeah, you walk more than you talk.
But he'll just get up and.
Yeah, just frantically get up and stand up and just stare at like the ceiling. And I'll like wait for it because I know he's sleeping. And then he'll go back and he'll just like be so calm and back in bed. And that's it. Once a night.
I don't know. Like I've caught myself doing it sometimes too. One time I was on a trip with Elton and I went to sleep in the hotel bed and he was working on his computer and I sat up in the bed and then I charged over. I ran up to like him standing there and I just stared at him and then I turned around and walked right back to bed and he was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like it was like just creepy. And I know like I say like weird stuff. Like I'll be like, "What is that?" And then my mom was like, "What's on your shirt?" And I was like, "It's chips." She's like, "What?"
Just weird.
Chips? You're eating chips? I'm like, yeah, it's chips on my shirt.
While you're sleeping. Jeez.
While I'm sleeping. And I remember like when I was younger, I was screaming there's a grenade in my tent. My mom said it was the weirdest thing. I
Maybe
just
you had
started
a past life.
screaming.
So there's been grenades in your tent in your past life.
Maybe I was a military guy.
That's
Right.
freaky.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm dead asleep, no noise, no nothing. I'm just like out. Like anything could happen in the house and I'd be dead asleep. I don't wake up to anything.
Oh, you'll sleep on the toilet. And didn't Natalie have to break a door or
Oh
something?
yeah, I fell asleep on the toilet because I
What?
just like I was tired. So I love to fall asleep while I'm on the toilet. It's like my safe haven.
What the hell?
So
you
I'll
gotta
go-
like be balanced though. You
I'll
can't,
go.
like-
I'll go to the. I'll look at my bed. I'm like, I'm gonna go in the toilet instead. So I'll go. I'll
Really?
use the bathroom, and I like to just sit there, and then I'll fall asleep.
And apparently it happened 2 nights ago.
It happened 2 nights ago. So I was unresponsive because I was like sleeping. I do it a lot. Like you guys know I like sleep on the toilet. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
something I do.
Usually when you're drunk though.
Yeah, when
You'll, like,
I'm
pass out
drinking,
on
I'll
the-
like
on
pass
the
out on the
Yeah,
toilet.
not like when he's like every day he's like,
Oh no, yeah.
toilet.
I'm gonna go take a nap real quick.
Sometimes I look at my bed and I'm
When
like,
I'm sober
nah, not
too.
tonight.
That's funny. So they were calling me. I didn't respond. So Natalie and Todd broke the door down.
Jesus.
And then they woke me up and then I went to bed. But yeah, now our door's just broken. To our bathroom.
Oh my God.
But everybody, after we went out, we went back to our place. And there was probably like what, 15 or 20 of us, our friends, just our close friends, only us were there. And then all of a sudden, this older dude just walks into the house.
What?
And,
Oh, yeah, I
and
heard-
he's
I was
walking
what?
in and everyone's like, hello? And he wouldn't leave. But nobody knew who this
didn't
fucking
say
guy
anything?
was.
Fuck?
What?
He didn't say anything?
I don't think Todd and Jeff really remember because like everybody also was like drinking. So nobody really remembers exactly what happened, but they had to force this guy out of his house and they were like cussing, like, get the fuck out of our house. And he wouldn't like leave.
That's so
how
scary.
old?
What?
Like describe this guy.
He just
Like,
said older, like bald dude, older
Like
dude.
40s, 50s?
Were you
know what?
awake?
Like, hey, we've never, let's get Todd on. Let's get Todd on, huh?
Let's get Todd on the
No,
line,
you know what?
huh?
Let's
Phone
get
a
Jeff on
friend.
because Jeff was definitely sober. He doesn't drink.
Jeff answers. He's just swimming in cash after winning last night.
Hey, you're on the podcast right now.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, nice. You finally fucking acknowledged me.
There was an older dude at our house and he wouldn't leave. What was that?
Oh, okay. You want me to explain that story?
Yeah, you can make it short. You don't got to make it too long.
a random guy that walked into the house because he heard a party was going on there or something. I don't know his motive behind it, but he was trying to sell alcohol. He was just a real scumbag. He kind of looked like Joe Pesci from Home Alone.
Oh my!
What?
Just like a bad, creepy guy that was up to trouble.
And when
He came in, everybody was drunk. He was like, "You guys need alcohol?" And I was the only sober one, so I kind of spotted him. I'm like, "Wait, who invited this guy here?" So then we follow him out, and Todd heard him. He said, "Yeah, it's a shit party anyway," and he was telling like his accomplice outside.
Why is there
And
an accomplice
Todd
outside?
got offended by him saying that it was a shit
Oh,
party,
fuck.
so he's like, "Hey, dude, who invited you here? Shit party, huh? Who told you to come?"
All right, thank you.
All right, get him off.
Thank
Cut him
you.
off.
All right, well, that was
Wow.
first guest of the podcast, huh?
It's crazy that there's still like no background to that still. Like, how did he get in? How did he find the
Probably
house?
just
How did
like he's probably just driving around looking for parties. Creepy old guy, probably looking for underage parties that can't get alcohol that are still trying to go all night.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
that's why he was.
But didn't I heard that like Bozzy was over at our house, and it was like maybe it might have been his driver.
What?
What in the world?
Bozzy's driver.
Someone
I didn't even know he was there.
Bozzy was at the house. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought Todd told me that Bozzy was at our house and that Bozzy had a driver and that it may have been Bozzy's driver.
So
We should have gone over that. I was passed
You want to
out
know why
at
we didn't
David's.
go over? We left a club called Hyde, and
we were at Hyde.
I don't
Are
know.
you kidding?
That's bad.
We were at Hyde for a long time.
what's
Oh,
crazy?
we were.
I was
I
like,
remember
oh my
both.
God.
Okay, I remember it now.
Yeah.
But no, Hyde whenever I think of Hyde, I think of a certain area in Hyde, but we weren't in that area, so that's why I
okay,
got
okay.
confused.
What's weird is like I remember like we were drinking.
Yeah,
And
a lot.
I've drank a lot more than that night.
Yeah.
And been completely fine. I don't know what it was. I think it was the Rumpelmans shots. But
Heath ordered about 35 Rumpelstiltskin
I don't know what it was.
yeah, Rumpelstiltskin
Rumpelstiltskin.
But
shots.
man, you took those shots and your breath felt like the fucking
Maybe that's why,
those
because I didn't
commercials.
taste the alcohol on myself, because it was just like
What's that commercial? Like icy fresh.
like five
Oh,
gum.
take five. Or take five.
Take 5.
No, so I just remember like taking a couple shots, and I think once you have a couple, you just say yes to everything that comes your way.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah, we went to the other club, and then that's the last thing I remember.
Yeah, we were supposed to do the podcast yesterday, and Heath was throwing up every 2
Dude,
minutes.
I have never felt so bad. Like obviously I've had a hangover before, but I couldn't talk without having the urge to puke. And anytime I'd drink water, I'd try to get a little bit of Pedialyte into me. I'd throw it up immediately. Like I couldn't move or do anything
Oh.
without puking. Dude, it was the craziest feeling
Do you
I've
want to
ever
hear
had.
something?
wait.
Oh wait, no,
I
explain
was
it.
gonna continue that.
No, no, I was gonna add on to something.
All right, rock,
gross.
paper,
All right, well, one of you
Okay,
go.
rock, paper, scissors.
No, Mike, you suck.
Okay. So after we left Hyde, we were leaving, and you guys walked out of one door, and we walked out of the other door. So you guys were in the parking lot, and we walked out like onto the street. And Heath didn't see you guys, so he was like, "I'm going. I'm not waiting for them anymore." Well, he just has no patience when he drinks. I'm not waiting for them. So he goes to call an Uber, and I was like, "Heath, they're in the parking lot. Like, let's just get a ride with David. They're going back to the house together." I already called it, and then hits call.
Oh, when
I'm
you-
like,
when
oh
you-
my
that
God.
piss drunk?
Yeah,
Yup, I've been
Just
there.
Such a drama queen.
Blasphemy.
So we get into the Uber, and Carly calls me and says that they're going to your house. I was like, all right, they're going to Zane's house.
No.
Change the address.
Said no.
And he goes, I know. Okay. So the Uber pulls up to, lo and behold, David's house. I was like, they're all at Zane's house. So he calls David, and he's like, where are you guys? We're at Zane's. Come here. And then he was like, I'll see you soon. So he hangs up, and then Heath climbs David's fence, and we go because no one else was at the house. So we climb over the fence. I was like, what are you doing? He goes, David said he'll be right here. I was like, no, he told you to go there. He said, well, he told me see you soon. I was like, okay, all right. So we go into David's house, and he sits on the couch and just knocks out. And I was like, well, there goes my night. And he falls asleep. And then like David and Jeff and Natalie came back, and I was like trying to get him to like either get into the guest room, like let's just go sleep here or whatever. And then the next morning, I woke up super early, energized. I was like, I want to clean today. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I was like, I'm going to go. So I came back to his house and he slept until like 12 o'clock at David's and he couldn't function for the whole day.
So that's why your Lamborghini was outside of our house.
Dude, it was bad.
I was like,
He
ooh,
could
Heath
not
had a rough
function.
night.
It's
His
crazy.
car's still
It's
here.
normally like, you know, that night, like before we all went out, we all kind of were just like, all right, this is gonna be one of those nights again.
Oh yeah, we
And,
all
like when we're
confirmed it.
everybody drinking, like everybody.
Well, yeah, I think it was the beers that started at Stout. I had like 3 beers there.
Oh, we
and I was
did
like,
go to Stout.
that was
oh my God, I totally
that was really
forgot.
nice. I remember I had a lot of fun at that dinner.
It was
I just-
really
yeah.
fun.
we felt so good. We bought like everybody.
well, what
No,
happened?
Matt, you would have loved this.
What
You
happened
would've-
was we were just having dinner, and this really nice guy just bought our table a whole round of
Anonymously.
beers.
Get outta here.
Didn't say who it was.
yeah,
like the
they wanted to keep it anonymous, so he didn't want to be like
waitress
known.
just came
Yeah.
over and was like, somebody just wanted to give you guys some beers, and we're like, oh wow, that's really nice.
Cool.
So
We
we, were
didn't.
like,
We didn't think to give the anonymous person back drinks
because we
just
didn't know
think
who
about
it
that.
was.
We said, how do we top it?
We said, get everybody in
The
here a round of
restaurant,
beers.
a round of
So
beers.
we bought everybody
No
in the
way.
entire restaurant a round of beers.
Who? Just you two?
Because no.
everyone
It
at
was-
the
it was our
table.
The whole table.
How much was it?
It wasn't.
It
Our
wasn't
entire
expensive.
bill. All got food. All got multiple drinks. Bought everybody a round of beers.
It was all-
and it included gratuity, and it was $500.
Did you stand up and you're like, everybody gets a beer?
No,
Or
somebody
something
was
else?
like-
Nobody knew it was
Again,
us.
we didn't. We only wanted to give it to the anonymous person, so we got everybody drinks. And then after, I was like, guys, we could have just got the anonymous person people drinks instead.
Well,
of
one,
that.
it was like
fun.
yeah, and the whole restaurant at the same time was like, "Hey, thank
Yeah,
you."
people.
to
So
whoever.
everybody started.
So then
like,
we put
putting
ours up,
their-
and we're like, yeah.
So the,
This sounds like
it was like 70% of the restaurant put their beers up, like whoever bought the drinks, cheers, and everybody cheers together, and it was
It
such a
felt like,
cool.
like St. Patrick's Day or something.
Yeah,
It was really
felt.
fun.
It felt really
yeah,
fun.
that's
Wait,
how it
wait.
sounds.
Yeah.
Remember the kid that ran into the glass?
Oh my god, that was probably the funniest thing I've ever
It's
watched.
like a cartoon.
He was just walking through, and there's a like clear glass door where it looks like it
Super
should be
clean.
a walkway to outside, and he's just dead on smiling, ready to get back to his group.
Full speed.
Bam! Like ran into it face first.
It was like a Windex
At
commercial.
Stout?
No,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
That door was
Crystal clear.
crystal clear.
I'm sure that happens all the time, and they probably do it on. They don't put a sticker on it or anything to like. No.
Yeah,
like,
there was no
because
sticker.
I'm sure the people that work there are probably like once a night.
I remember after a minute, I tell Mariah and go, look at the window again. She looks as a face, a smudge face.
It's an entire
It
smudge.
was so funny.
So the guy that bought us the drinks in the beginning came up to us and goes, "That was good, guys," because
Oh yeah. He ended up coming over after.
he ended up getting a drink too out of because we got the whole restaurant drinks. It was
What
just
if the
funny.
guy who came over to the house was anonymous who bought y'all drinks?
Oh my god! After
Oh
all
my
that,
God.
full circle.
Oh, something pretty like gross happened to me when I was in Florida on New Year's Eve. I went to this bar, and so I went to this bar. It was really cool. It's called AJ's. It was a lot of fun. And when I was there were a lot of fans or just people there who recognized me, and I was like taking pictures. But there were also like these like serious country people who like I could tell like just did not like me and didn't like that I was getting recognized.
Yeah.
And people were coming up and like taking pictures with me. I could feel it. that
Oh
they
no,
were-
no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
I
vibe.
totally get it.
who
Yeah.
the hell is this kid? Like people asking photo. Like it was just like there was some tension, and I'm like chilling at the bar, and I'm with my girlfriend, and it's weird saying that now, but she wasn't my girlfriend at the time. But like, so she puts her like hand on my shoulder, and then she like takes it back, and she's like looks down at her hand, and I'm like, what? Someone had hawked an entire loogie all on my shoulder,
way.
dude. Like I'm talking like
How'd you not feel that?
no, because I think someone just went up right behind me when I wasn't looking and just went.
How miserable can you be where you got to pop a loogie on somebody because you're jealous of them? Like that's
disgusting.
nuts.
It was
Nuts.
stealth. They did it like I didn't know, and I don't know how long I'd been walking around with this like
Just-
on my
just
shoulder.
bar hopping and
Oh, and
booger
she
on your back.
touched
It was and she touched, and then I touched it too, and it was just disgusting. And then like we
Nah,
both
you know,
started-
you
I
know that
poured my
felt
beer like on it.
you
like,
know that felt good though.
I know I was a little flattered because I was like I got to
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
that much where they had felt the
Oh,
need
yeah.
to huck a loogie on me.
Yeah, fuck
And
that
It was
guy.
pretty disgusting.
That's
I was
Florida, baby.
targeted.
That is,
Ugh.
you
That
know
is
what?
Florida.
That is.
Isn't it
Florida.
weird? Do you ever like go back to your hometown and it feels like kind of a safe zone, but then you're kind of surprised when somebody recognizes you? It like throws you off guard. You're like, oh wow.
I thought Alaska was a safe haven. But,
Yeah.
you know, there's places like we went to Alaska
Oh,
and then in
yeah.
a gas station, the girl was like she was buying chocolate. She goes,
what?
"What the fuck?
Random.
what are you guys
Yeah.
doing
in the
here?
middle of Alaska, you know, like it was like it just nobody was in the
Right,
city.
you wouldn't expect
The
it.
only person that was there was this girl in this gas station.
Yeah.
So those moments are
I
always
love
really
like
funny
seeing
to me.
how they feel because it's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Right here at this moment.
Right.
Like Rosemary Beach, like people are just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
It just
completely caught
makes
off
no
guard.
sense.
love
I feel like
that.
at our hometown, there's people that recognize us but don't want to. Like,
No, it's Vine. They recognize it's Vine. Every time I get someone comes up to me in Florida,
Love your Vines.
I went to Jay Alexander. The hostess was like, she ended up DMing me later saying, "Oh my God, I didn't know where I recognized you. It was Vine. I watched your Vines."
So they knew you
weird.
from Vine, but they didn't follow along.
They just
The-
probably stopped
for the
as soon
ride.
as
You know
Vine
what? And
stopped.
think about it. We never on Vine said what we were doing after. We just stopped posting. So
Yeah.
people just assumed that it just.
Damn.
So
bad.
funny.
Speaking of saving money,
When were we talking about saving money?
Right now, if you're still using one of the big wireless providers, just rethink what you're doing and what you're spending your money on.
between expensive retail stores, inflated prices, and hidden fees, you're being taken advantage of because they know you'll pay for it.
That is exactly right. Enter Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is a new version of this whole cellular data and service. It cuts cost by not having a retail store. Nobody's going into AT&T or whatever.
Exactly.
And going to the store. It's a waste of money. They ship the plan directly to your door, and you could use it with any phone that you already have. All you do is put it in, and you get your same exact unlimited talk and text coverage, but then you can also get plans of 3,
8 and 12.
3, 8, and 12 gigs of data, 4G LTE, baby.
And that is the strongest data you can get because that's what I
period.
have.
Period.
That's on God. That's on period.
Guys, you could get a plan as low as $15 a month. My plan right now with another provider is $180 a month. Because they get you, they suck you in and say you need the unlimited data, but most of the time I'm not even using it because I'm
Exactly.
using Wi-Fi at my house.
What you're actually using is probably $15 of data every month.
Exactly. Cut the cost. They don't have any overhead. There's no storefronts. It's just they get your plan and they ship it directly to your door. You put in your same exact phone and
You get to keep your phone number and keep all your contacts, which is music to my ears because I
Baby.
hate when I have to change my phone number when I
it's the
change.
worst.
It's the worst. So
guys, get Mint Mobile. If you want to check it out, go to mintmobile.com/unfiltered.
again, cut your wireless bill down to $15 a month. Mintmobile.com/unfiltered. Sign up, baby.
Guys.
And to get it directly to your shipped to your door for free.
For free, baby. Come on. Quit paying it because you think you have to.
$15 a month. You know what you can get for $15 a month? Mint Mobile. All right, Matt, Mariah.
Yes.
How's your elbow doing?
yeah.
Are you
Oh,
been
looking
going
Oh
like
wow,
physical?
yeah, it's doing much better here. Let me show you how far my arm. So
Oh my
still
God.
healing.
Okay, for the people listening, Zane's it looks like
How many
it's
degrees
almost
you
fully
say?
extended, but it looks like it's at that's not a
You know what? I don't know what the degrees are. yet. You told me-
120. Well, this is
What?
100.
I
I go up like 10 every time I
I
go
say it's
into
150.
physical therapy.
150.
150.
This
Yeah,
is
it looks
180,
like
150?
150.
Yeah.
150.
So I'm doing
360.
His your arms are hyperextended, right? So are mine.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, I can go further than that.
Yeah, I
But
can go further than you.
It's,
So.
it's really funny. So my physical therapist has me doing these exercises, and there's this one specific exercise that he asked me to.
It's a TikTok move. He's just like,
I'll do the renegade.
okay, move
about to sound like a cowboy.
So at first I thought it was a joke. He gives me this thing that's like kind of shaped like a dildo, and the way it moves is like a dildo. So
my
it's
God.
Oh, is it one of those like flexi?
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
basically
shake weight.
shake
A
weight.
shake weight.
no. It's not
like,
a shake
It looks
weight.
like a big bow, or not like a bow, like a javelin, like a real loose. I don't know.
Oh, and you get it to wiggle?
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt,
yeah.
Matt, you ready? I'm
Wait.
sending it to your computer.
We're airdropping.
Did you ask him to film it? Were you like, can you film this?
Zane, let me watch it.
That is the exercise for the people
Oh,
listening.
no,
It's a video of me showing the exercise that I have to do
It
with this.
literally.
It looks like a dildo.
And that's exactly how I have to do it.
Your face, just dead face.
That's really
Don't make a
funny. It looks like a big old cucumber. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it looks like a.
That's really funny. But it seems like it is healing. Are you still in pain?
No, not really. When I put a lot, like there's times where I'm opening my backpack, like the zipper, when I put too much pressure on it, it'll like send like a little shock to it.
That's crazy.
Which is not good. Like when that happens,
yeah.
my nerves, like I hate that. Like it takes a little bit to recover, but it's healed. Like I feel like in mid-February, March, it'll be completely healed. Like I could be able to put my arm all the way back and I could do my TikTok dances again.
That's all he's looking forward to.
Thank God.
You know, like
Just get me out there, coach.
it's been really hard.
What did
It's been really
Hidayah
hard.
say? What'd your sister say?
Hidayah?
Yeah.
About my arm?
Yeah.
You
stupid. That's what she would say.
No, I don't even think I even brought it up because it was already so like healed so much already. Where
They
like
didn't
it didn't
even
even
ask?
get. No, not really. Yeah, I just because it was it was like
Just
it was
another
just
day.
healed. It was like it's pretty
Just
much almost
another day.
healed.
Do you still have those bandages like on it or like?
Yeah, it's like it's a K tape or something like that. It's
Yeah, it's like a
it's to
little-
help the swelling because I have a lot of fluid in here right now.
Do they drain it or is the
They
fluid
don't drain
gonna-
it. No, I just have to massage it up to my armpits.
Oh, interesting.
So now in my armpits,
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
it's all like in a ball under my
It
arm.
was like
Big old
for
sack.
your hairline when you had a massage.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
wow.
Speaking of that, how's that coming? You got any hairs coming through?
Y'all keep fucking making fun of me because I'm
Give
wearing
him
this
a
hat.
break. He has like a year to go.
They're
to get this
they're
hair.
like, I can't believe Zane spent $1,000 on hair surgery and he still wears a hat.
Oh God.
You okay?
Wow. It's still like, you can't really tell because it still has to grow. You won't see results for another like 8 months. So it's still going to look like this until for another 8 months. And for some reason, when Jeff buzzed my hair really short, remember when he buzzed it
Yeah.
down really short? It's not growing back the same. Like my hair is different now. It's not the same that it used to be. It's actually worse. So I'm hoping that the plugs that I did put in gets it back to what it used to be.
How is
There was a
it?
point where I just stopped asking about it. I just wanted it to happen on its own because I feel like if I don't acknowledge
Yeah.
it, it will just. Be
It's weird,
fine.
and I know
It'll be fine.
I know I'm being really negative about this. I told Nat like this year I want to be a little more positive when I'm when I'm doing anything or talking about
Yeah.
shit. Like I'm very like negative on myself.
Yeah.
But I really don't think these books are gonna work. I really don't think they're gonna
Well, we'll
work.
see. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah,
just be
true.
excited. Look forward to how it will turn
It's
Yeah,
out.
gonna, it's
exactly.
gonna be so long into the future. He's gonna be like, wait, why is my hair thick? Oh, that's right. I got a transplant. I totally forgot.
But I did tell myself if it doesn't work, I'm going bald. I'm doing the toupee. And then call it a day. Because that
It's
toupee
guaranteed
looks
overnight
good.
success.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Oh, what? No, go ahead.
Nothing.
ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Did y'all hear Dr. Phil's house is for sale?
Is it here?
is
in
it like
I didn't
Texas?
even know he lived in a house.
Is it in Texas?
I'm not sure. I think it maybe is. It's his LA house. Y'all, it is bizarre looking.
Why is he selling?
Okay,
Does it
I'm
look
hold
like
on, let me
it would
pull
be
it up.
something he would live in?
Oh, he.
I'm picturing something that looks like white and like dentist office-y.
Oh, wait, no, you have.
Oh, that's not Dr. Phil's house.
Look at the staircase. It's filled with just serpents and snakes.
It looks like a scene in Jumanji.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Yes,
Like the house in
perfect.
Jumanji?
That room is sick. Yeah.
the fucking guns.
Yeah, that is pretty weird. There's guns all over the wall, but then underneath the gun is like this.
He
It's
has
very-
this like weird
what's this-
It looks like weird Japanese like
What's this style called?
sculpture
Very
art.
dark.
I don't know. It's country on acid. Like
It looks like a museum. It just doesn't even look like an actual house.
Yeah.
he's
Well,
like,
Harley
you
Quinn.
know what? I just decided that my design of my house was gonna be something funky. I just wanted a funky vibe.
It's funky
To my
industrial.
house.
How much is it on sale for?
Good question. How much do you think it's on sale for?
I didn't get to see too much, but I'm guessing it would be
100 mil.
something
30 mil.
10 plus million.
Actually, surprisingly, 5.75 million.
That's not
I
California.
bet you David
No
will get
way.
the house.
Oh my
But
god.
but you know what? I bet he hardly lives in it. I know he has a bigger house in Texas that's like,
Yeah.
like, or he has a ranch stuff. This is probably just when he's, I don't know.
I just don't see Dr. Phil walking into the house but going
Like this is home, right?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Makes no sense to me.
Another thing we wanted to talk about. What happened in Florida that one time
What?
where I thought you died.
Oh. Yeah, everybody thinks that I'm like dead every month, at least once
Well,
a
you're
month.
just like somebody that we all have to worry about and check up on.
And you know what? I worry about myself too sometimes, but I do appreciate the love. I do appreciate the concern from all of you. So I went home I don't think it was anything specific. I just went home just to visit the family. And while I was home, I was actually specifically at Ella's house. And all of a sudden, the whole house just went like shook. And we all went, huh. and then just
Felt
went
like
back
an
to our day.
earthquake.
Yeah, it was just so minor.
My
then
parents felt it too that same day.
And then all of a sudden, turn on the news, a giant fucking explosion in a plaza right down my street. It was like an empty building, and like apparently like the gas was leaking
There was like
for a month
they had left the gas on, I think, for like a couple hours or a day or so
during
and-
break.
Yeah. And just a leak had happened, and then I guess it caught fire. Seems a little fishy to me. But it caught fire and exploded and blew out like, I think it was a couple stores and restaurants in this
And
little
the
like
gym,
shopping
the
center.
LA Fitness across the street, those windows
And yeah.
shattered. Imagine you're on the treadmill at the gym, just like, boom, and
my
like the whole
gosh.
like glass is fucking shatters right in front of you.
Crazy.
And what's crazy is I was on the internet or just like on my phone, and I saw that there was an explosion in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I was like, "Oh my God, Zane is home in Florida right now at Fort Lauderdale." And then it says like at a shopping center, and then I click on the article and it goes South Plantation, Florida, and I'm like, "Oh my God."
Zoning
He
in
thought-
And then I go on Find My Friends, and Zane is in like his dot is in the middle of like a shopping center.
I'm at Sawgrass.
Oh
Small.
my gosh.
And I was like, and I called you and you didn't answer. And like I called you again, didn't answer. And
Oh
then I
my
was
God.
calling like, I think a lot of people. I was like going, has anyone got in contact with Zane? And
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know it was like that serious on your end.
Zane,
Matt was
I
freaking out.
really, no,
Yeah,
for a
I
good
remember that.
30 minutes, I thought you were like gone because it was too convenient that it was South Plantation and then you were in the shopping center. You were really close to it, but then I had to figure out where the shopping center was, compared
Yeah.
it to your location, unless the explosion threw you across,
All
across
the
town.
Land into another one.
But my heart sank. I really did think that you were like in serious danger.
That would have scared me too. Like other way around. If I saw you're in Texas, and,
Right.
like, fucking like that would freak me out too.
When was that? That was a few months ago.
Yeah, I think it was like half a year ago, right?
It's probably been a while now.
Yeah. No, but like it's crazy because that plaza, we're there all the time. Like back when we lived
Have you
there.
seen it? It's nothing. Like the whole thing is just completely
Oh,
flat.
it's just gone. And it was
Yeah.
crazy. What was also really scary about that situation is that it was next door to a child daycare
Yeah.
center.
But
nobody
that
was there.
Out. Like it was like they weren't working that day.
And
Yeah.
Did
It was
you
like closed.
Did you say that they think that it was like they did it on purpose?
They don't know.
Oh.
They
but
were doing. They had an investigation, and Heath saw somewhere that like
that it could have been like
Arsony?
like, planned where like you get like an insurance claim.
Yeah.
So like if you like your
but,
business
but
isn't
someone
doing well,
someone died.
You
No, I
people
think
died.
23 people were
Yeah.
hurt. I don't think anybody died.
No,
Oh,
no,
wait,
I
really?
think somebody. No, the person. I think the person that turned on the light in there died.
Oh,
But there's someone that
really?
like he made the explosion happen, but he was just in there like either checking up on it, turning on.
No
a
one
light
had
or
been
something.
killed. No
Oh,
one had
really?
been killed. They suspect it was a
Oh,
gas
weird.
leak, but we haven't ruled anything
Okay,
out
my
yet.
bad.
But it was the
Fake
worst
news.
in almost 35 years.
God,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah, no, I think people in
I think that's a
surrounding
movie.
stuff.
What movie where someone died or they turned on?
Was it Escape Room? Or was it Saw?
Zane over here talking about current events, but it's a
Oh my
movie.
God, you know,
plot.
or Saw? Which one where they turned the thing on and boom?
I think
No?
that's in a lot of movies.
That is a lot
It's
of
hard to
movies.
pinpoint like when that
Where it
happened.
turns on and boom.
The one- you know, like Renegade.
Renegade.
That was so scary. But Zane, I'm so happy that you're here alive today with us.
You know, I'm
'Cause
glad
I thought
to
you
be
were
alive.
a goner. I thought he was.
Heath Unfiltered.
Oh my God.
It doesn't ring.
That was
Stop.
sad.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Heath,
I'm still-
unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Still on the couch alone. Like,
dead and gone and Heath unfiltered.
oh my God, that's awful. I can't even think about
Terrible.
that. Have you guys seen what's going on in Australia?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
It is
terrible.
awful.
Terrifying.
I'm sad.
Like, I'm just thinking about like what we went through, like with our fire situation
Now
and
I
how
can't even
scary that
imagine.
was. But just the
Just
extent
times
of
it by 100. Like what's going
Yes.
on
more,
there.
like, dude, it's crazy.
The comparison, like, we had nothing compared to them.
Was it $500 million?
I think
Half a
it's at
billion animals.
700 million now.
Yes,
Have-
up to
animals have
480 million animals have perished. That's and up to
awful.
8,000 koalas.
That's
8,000 koalas got like that's devastating. And now like it's hard to rule out if they are extinct right now, but it's like there's such a threat to so much wildlife that is out there, and Australia is the home to like so many other
Right.
species since it's a whole separate like continent
Yeah.
from like
yeah.
the rest of the
Kangaroos
world,
and-
there are only animals that only exist in Australia.
And before we continue this conversation, we will leave links in the bottom
Yeah.
of the best place to donate to help. Help with recovery, because that's where all the money would pretty much go.
Yes,
to just
donate money.
aid and
Supplies they're good on, but sometimes supplies becomes like a surplus and too much of it. Like money is honestly the best thing you can give.
But we'll leave like the best link, the most reliable link.
Oh man,
Figure it out.
Unbelievable. So yes, guys, please do donate it. Don't turn a blind eye to it. The whole world is listening.
What really?
And
yeah. Why don't we just like take every airplane and that
Ever,
like,
and just
can
go over there.
carry water and just everybody just fly over and just dump it.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they've like thought
it
of.
takes a lot of.
I know.
There's a
If
lot.
we just push
If we just
Was it push?
Bikini
bottom.
push.
every time I think of
Oh wait, well, on a lighter, more funnier note, did you guys hear about people's coffee machines are sounding like Britney Spears is stronger?
No, can
What?
you please?
Hey, do you know
please
you know
play
you
the
know
audio
Britney
first?
Spears is the song Stronger? Okay, well,
I'm stronger than yes. Is that it?
this guy's coffee machine.
What's the? Hold on. What's the
So-
song? Do we need to know what the
Wait,
song sounds like?
here, yeah, okay, I'll play "Stronger" by Britney Spears, but I bet right when I play it, you're gonna get it. Okay.
is that what the coffee machine sounds like?
Okay. and then
I don't
this
even
is
need to
someone's
hear
coffee
it.
machine. No, this they played it. Wait, they're turning it on.
Oh my!
Oh
That's
my gosh,
exactly
that's so
it.
funny.
That's
I wonder-
really funny.
I saw it. I was like,
We,
oh well.
we test it right now. We're just like,
You know the
I want to be friends with the person who first caught on to that. Wait, I have another fire thing. Can I mention a fire
Yeah,
thing?
go ahead.
I was graduated by now, but a few years ago, like school buses, how they, at the end of the day, they all park in like a big lot, like the same area, whatever. I'm assuming somebody did it on purpose, but all the buses got caught on fire.
oh, you showed me. That was at your yeah.
Yeah, at my school district.
How? Yeah, I don't get how that happens.
So they park all the buses in one area and just up in flames.
They said,
What,
no
what did it look like
school!
though? Like is there a picture of it?
There's pictures. Yeah, I can pull up the pictures, but
That is like the best senior prank.
Burning down all the buses.
I'm kidding.
All gone.
Crazy.
That was 100% someone burning it
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
you can look up if they know what happened, because I know they had an investigator go in. But I guess the next morning there was kids that were kind of excited because they're like, there's no way we're getting to school now, like whatever. But they, for some reason, rallied up a bunch of backup buses. And they were like, I think the school was delayed for like a few hours. And then they got all the backup buses to come pick up the kids.
Damn.
That's fucking awful though. Like what?
crazy.
It's horrible. That's so expensive.
And they burnt down each bus separately because it
You
didn't just
think?
catch. Yeah, it didn't just catch each by one.
You think that they might have just like poured
Put
gas through all
gasoline.
of
Just through
them?
all of them. Yeah.
Some kid did not want to take a test. Like, he thought he was
Did
being
not study.
slick. I'm
my
gonna set the
God.
buses on fire. Then
You know the
it's-
kid that lit those buses on fire? He was sleeping like, and then he heard that. Burp, 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 just
Oh
a new
my
bus out
God.
there.
That is so stupid though to set buses on fire. That's like tax funded government property. You can't don't set buses on fire. That's I don't know. That's terrible. Hopefully they got those buses they didn't have to pay for. There was insurance on it.
yeah, I'm sure they were fine.
Oh my gosh.
What type of trouble do you get in for that? Like obviously I know that's like
Detention.
No, that's like
Arson?
that's
Just
jail.
in school
Or wait, no,
suspension.
No, that's just
No.
in school suspension. That's jail. You go to jail for that shit.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like you're
definitely
destroying
jail time.
property.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said $2 million it cost them.
wow.
$2 million.
It said each bus cost $90,000.
Wow.
That's some nice ass buses.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I've always said that.
I thought school buses were really cheap.
I did too.
Well, they're made out of freaking sheet metal and no seat belts, and they transport children around.
Have
It
you
is
seen-
crazy that those buses are built like that.
Have you seen the video of the guy? He's sitting in a car looking at a school bus, and they're the same width, the school bus and the car. But he's like, how is a school bus have 2 rows that fit 3 kids and a walkway in between? And he looks over, and they're side by side in the car next to each other. And they're like,
yeah.
how is it the same distance? But you can fit that in a school bus.
That's
Interesting.
right.
Oh, that's really funny.
But there's a tiny little armrest and then 2 seats next to each other.
School buses have still more room than any plane I've ever been on.
Oh my gosh,
That's for
yes.
sure.
Oh, with planes like
Matt's
that?
still thinking about it. He's like,
I am, or I'm thinking of TikToks I've seen lately about people who turn a bus into a cool
those are
mobile
cool.
home.
I would love to do that.
Oh, like those Pinterest,
That'd be
Yeah.
a fun
board.
project.
I know, but then I don't know. They always have cactus plants set up. I'm like, what happens when you hit the brakes? Are those just pots like flying into like the other.
We have.
Will the U.S. shut down TikTok?
Oh, did you guys hear that?
Oh,
okay.
my career.
They're saying that it's because they're saying they're going to shut down TikTok because it's funded by the Chinese government, right?
Well, if you're
And
in the U.S. government, you cannot have TikTok on your phone. Like, or it's banned.
Really?
TikTok is banned from all U.S. government phones, I'm pretty sure. And they won't let you have
well,
the
I mean,
app.
that's the same as like China won't let you have a bunch of like U.S. apps and stuff that we use. Like, you can't get on YouTube in China.
Yeah,
you can't
correct.
get on a
But
whole
China
bunch.
You know-
owns TikTok.
What's
Right,
your,
and they were pumping billions and billions of dollars into like TikTok social media to get it popping here to make it take off.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when we were all doing TikTok brand deals like a year or two ago? Like, trying to get
Oh, yeah. I remember I did it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh
one
my
too.
know what I
God,
mean?
that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That.
Like they were spending, I think it was something crazy like $200 million a month on just TikTok
Driving the
advertising,
traffic.
like for social media people.
Now the most popular app, like in the United States right now,
And
China
it's-
owns. And so
guys, it's
But-
the best. It's the best.
But people
It's
are
great.
saying, like, you know how like if your For You page is curated for you based
Yeah.
on stuff that you're watching, and
Yeah.
it's okay. So they're saying if you delete your account, delete your app, re-download it, it's still going to be the same curated feed on a new account that you'd make because they're basing it off your IP,
whoa.
which is fucking crazy.
So the U.S. right now is like, does TikTok pose a threat to, I don't know.
But they're just like sucking in all this knowledge about like, I mean, I don't even.
But it knows me. TikTok knows me well. But I also think TikTok thinks I'm gay right now. Just because I like, I don't know, gay things. Like, but like, I don't mean like gay things.
But we all like gay things though.
Like, it
when
can be
comes to,
like a video of some
content.
sassy, like, you know,
Right.
man, like singing Rent. And I'm like, he's really good. And TikTok goes, oh, you must be gay. And gives me like sometimes TikToks. And I'm like, this is not.
All Matt sends me for TikToks are
Musical ones, like
Musical-
theater
Theater
kid,
things.
Yeah.
Like
TikToks. Oh, we
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we.
yeah.
Should,
theater boys. It's all theater boys.
and so TikTok.
Oh,
just thinks-
theater boys.
yeah.
I met a girl. Her name is Grace. She was visiting from China, but she was gonna move here soon. But she still had her phone was still like Chinese,
Right.
If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
yeah.
They have an app, or their entire life is based on an app. So you download this app, and everything is run through this app. All your Ubers, your bank account, your
All in
contacts,
one?
everything is under one app. Just so they have control over everything you're doing on your phone.
That's
No way.
Crazy. When she showed me the app, I couldn't believe it. Twitter, Instagram, everything is on this app. But it's not Twitter, it's not Instagram. It's their version of
Right.
all that.
What's their version? Did you like look into that?
I don't know. It was like it was a long time ago that she was explaining to me this and like showing me this, but I just remember I was mind blown. It was like they had their own YouTube, own everything.
What?
But it's they're
It didn't land.
like they're
Matt said a joke.
I said a joke all
And
the
nobody answered, so he put in quotes what he said just to take it out.
take it out because I was like,
didn't land.
it was a joke because I was like about like China being so controlling, and I was like, oh well, it makes sense.
God forbid one of your jokes doesn't land. Welcome to
and then
our
I was
world.
like, oh, it's gonna sound like I'm like a communist or something.
Hey guys, we're gonna wrap up this podcast. Like all of you guys should be wrapping your dicks before you.
whoa.
Whoa!
Which brings us to our condom ad. This is Magnum.
Oh, I was like, really?
I was like, oh, very good.
Yeah, no, let's wrap it up.
No,
there.
honestly, it's a new year. Like I feel like everybody should be like having safe sex. You know, there's a lot of shit going around.
Gosh.
But I hope you're achieving your dreams. You're making your goals happen. You're staying disciplined. It's your year.
Yeah,
It's your
if you
year.
guys are, doing laundry, sipping on coffee, driving on your way to school, on your way to work, on the treadmill, on the elliptical,
Listen to
else?
this podcast.
listening to this podcast while
Yeah,
doing
they're
all
like,
that.
wait, why?
Yeah, you're just like you're going on a
if
list.
you're taking a bath. All right, guys, thank you so much. They're all waiting for that. Like, I'm doing that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Just as always, we post the audio every single Monday, the video every single Tuesday on YouTube at youtube.com/Zane and Heath.
Again, our merch is on sale for 15%
Mm-hmm.
off, so make sure to go use a hoodies, shirt, mugs. We got it all.
The juice,
the
the
funny,
funny,
the juice, the funny, the juice, the funny.
The juice.
All right, guys. We love
Bye.
y'all.